if you're someone that gets time warped, you feel very like restricted. You're like, oh, I'm stuck, you know? Like my units were there, they had to be somewhere, and now like my units are slow. So by giving it like a sort of a delay, it makes it more a little bit less frustrating for the player that gets time warped. I think that's why they're doing it this way, but I might be wrong. In the top left of Coda from Poland, we have Jade. In the bottom right is opponent from Germany, we have Knowme. And yeah, so basically, you know, like the reason why Force Field is not used a lot more in Legacy, you know, with the Cyclone, with the Ravager, I think Blizzard was what they're trying to do is just to make the game more fun for both players. They're trying to make Protoss not rely on spells that restrict what your opponent can do, which is cool. I don't think any Protosses disagree with that. You know, when we win, we actually want people to feel good about our wins instead of feeling cheated and so on. But that might be that might be my Protoss bias talking just a little bit. And Knowme, I'm actually surprised. You know, if you're Jade, to scout this late versus someone who's known for going for fast expands, it feels a little weird. I don't know. Maybe Jade has something else in mind. Maybe like a blink. Maybe a proxy Stargate. Maybe that probe is never gonna make it to Knowme's base, or maybe it's gonna scout the natural and then maybe hide something at a third. But also, we only have one gate from Jade, so it's not gonna be a 3 Stalker rush and so on. So he sees this, and I think he went too close to the Nexus. I think Knowme saw that, or maybe Knowme just realized the probe left. And let's see. I'm just really curious what Jade is gonna do, because that's a problem I've had. You know, I play Knowme and I try a dirty all in. It doesn't work, and then I'm a little confused. So to see another player have to respond to something so greedy like that, and yeah, it's gonna be an expand. Okay, an expand, but he's quite ahead in gas. So even though he's gonna be behind in minerals and workers into the macro game, he's gonna have a lot of gas to tech with. So maybe we could see Phoenixes, maybe we could see a tech switch, you know, DTs into macro, or maybe even a disruptor drop. So we'll see. And so the Mothership Core is now out for Knowme and a Stalker, so it's gonna be a mirror battle. Let's see who gets on top. A probe wants to join the battle. The Mothership Core of Knowme is taking quite a lot of damage right now, and so is the Stalker. The Mothership Core was doing a lot more damage just because of the position. And of course, there's 3 Stalkers coming out for Knowme, so Jade's gonna have to run. I think he realizes that as well. Second Stalker joining Jade's Mothership. And we have a Twilight Council, so Twilight Council, 3 gates. This map has a little bit of potential with Blink, but keep in mind that's a very small blink, you know, blink in and blink out area. It's only here. Of course, you can blink from the main to the natural. Oh, and actually, Jade's going for a few probe snipe. Kills 3 probes with that recall. And that's actually gonna let him get back in. 29 workers to 27 for Jade. It's very nice play there. Jade also has the Watchtower. It is uncontested for now. Knowme doesn't know yet if it's a Stargate. He doesn't know if it's Dark Shrine, so he has to stay at home with everything he has. And an observer is being made. And you know, the thing about PvP, if we talk Heart of the Swarm or Legacy of the Void, is in Heart of the Swarm you'll go like 2 or 3 centuries when you expand, and so that's going to give you a lot more you know, vision because of hallucination. But now Knowme is on a very restricted amount of knowledge, doesn't know anything, and he's actually going to scout with that first observer, makes a second one to stay at home. And Jade, seems like Jade is just going to do like a light blink pressure into more macro from the looks of it. He's gonna scout around his third. We need more disruptor drops, someone says in chat. I totally agree with you. Disruptor drops. Actually, I had a game versus Whiterod that's going to be on my YouTube soon where he disruptor drops me a lot. But I just end up going carriers, and disruptors don't do too well versus carriers, and I ended up winning. But disruptor drops are really awesome to see. They're hard to defend, actually. I thought they were hard to execute when you're doing the damage, but when I had to play Whiterod, it was my first time defending disruptor drops, and you have a lot to cover. Your ass is on the line, and it's definitely not easy. So Knowme has you know, a well-rounded army: 7 stalkers, 3 zealots, an immortal, 2 sentries, and Jade is out on the map. Blinked aggressively for a probe, so now Knowme knows what's up, and this game possibly gonna go into a longer game because of that. You know, it's not gonna be like a surprise gimmicky attack where it just ends quickly. It's this game's gonna take a little bit longer than that. With the Mothership Core, he could blink inside the main and just recall. That could be something that he could do. It's gonna snipe a Zealot or 2 and get out without losing anything, so that's quite nice. 2 Zealots and 4 probes have been killed so far this game. It's a little bit more passive. There's a lot of things going on, but it's nothing too... there's no like genocides of probes and so on so far. Templar Archive, and actually Knowme going for the double Stargate. And the Immortals are going to just stand strong here with the Guardian Shield. 1 Stalker was sniped for Stalker of Knowme, so a little bit of an even trade. A 3rd base for Jade. So Jade's going to go for the sort of Heart of the Swarm composition of Immortal, Archon, and Charge Lots. Loses another Stalker, you got to be careful. I think he's going to recall. Or, yes, he will. Okay. A very unorthodox 3rd by Knowme. I wonder if it's going to be for Void Rays, these Stargates. Or will it be 2 Oracles? Am I dreaming? Am I actually dreaming? That's, that's not something you see every day. And there's no cannons. Of course, there's a Mothership Core, but only has 1 Photon Recharge left. Keep in mind now that Jade has access to Templar tech, feedback on an Oracle doesn't actually kill the Oracle, but it removes all the energy, so it cannot use what's the spell? The Pulsar Beam, I think it's called, which, you know, kills the probe quickly. So it basically cannot attack. Yeah, Pulsar Beam. So if it gets feedback, those oracles will be useless, and he's actually splitting them. And there's nothing for Jade to see this coming. Doesn't have anything at the natural. Has 1 Stalker inside the main, and Knowme is going to go to town on these workers. And the one at the natural is not going to do so well. The one in the main is up to 6 kills and actually killed the Stalker. And that's kind of crazy. I mean, if you're gonna transition into double Stargate, oh, and actually cancels the well, I think the Phoenix might be a mistake. The Phoenix is either a mistake or he doesn't want to deal with a Warp Prism, and he's going to use that defensively. But oh, and Jade is going to be attacking into this 3rd base. I don't think he knew exactly that there was a 3rd right there, you know, making a pylon like that, and also having to face the Immortals. And the beauty of that 3rd base is that, you know, if you take this 3rd, then you're vulnerable. Like, does he go to the natural? Does he go to the 3rd? And as the defending player, you're very vulnerable. But now, with this 3rd that Knowme decided to take, the natural is cut off. Unless Jade takes down those rocks, he doesn't have access to the natural. So that's just a very nice play here by Knowme. I'm very impressed by Knowme's performance so far. And the carriers are going to join the battle. This 5 Archons and 5 Stalkers versus 1 carrier to rule them all. Knowme has to be careful. That's a lot of Archons, but with the Immortals in his army composition, double time warp by Jade, some of the Archons left in the back, the two carriers are joining the battle. Knowme actually dumping the Interceptors, but not turning on autocasts for the Interceptors, and Jade taps out. Knowme takes game 2 in a very convincing fashion, a very exciting match, very exciting strategy by him. It's crazy.